Wealth becomes a blessing, not a burden. Clock that. Hey, loves. Welcome back to Beauty and Breakthroughs, a safe place to do our makeup, reflect, and grow together. Period. Look at my hair, y'all. That rain tore me up, okay? It beat me up outside, okay? I felt like a Marion and you got served, baby. That rain was just raining down on me. I was in there trying to get through it, okay? Last week we talked about all the women in Beauty and Black, okay? Right, today we're going to be talking about money. We're going to be talking about money and happiness. Happiness and money. God sent me here to give you this good old word. So I really hope that y'all turn on y'all listening ears and get into this video. Okay, I'm done talking. Let's not waste any more time. Let's be real. We've all heard the saying, money can't buy you happiness. And a lot of people hear that phrase, but really don't believe it. Because from the outside looking in, money looks like the answer to everything. People think if I have more money, I'll be happy. If I had that house, I'll be happy. If I had that car, I'll be happy. If I had their lifestyle, I'll have peace. But watching the Bellaire family and Beauty in Black prove just how real that statement is. Because this family had everything: luxury houses, nice cars, influence, status, connection, generational wealth. They even own their own private hospital. Who you know gonna be like that? I'll wait. They had access most people dreamed about. I know I dream about that. Baby, what? My own hospital? You feel me? I can't wait till I get to the point, y'all, where I could donate somewhere like colleges or a hospital, and then like when my people need to come up in there, like they I know they're gonna be taken care of because like I put so much money into it. Like that's where I'm trying to be in life. They had the kind of money that can open doors instantly. Okay, doors being wide open. Okay, stop playing. But with all of that, no one was truly happy. Everybody was, to me, was a little angry because I know I wasn't the only one thinking it. But baby, y'all got all this money and y'all tripping. Like I know I wasn't the only one that thought that. Like is everything okay at home? It wasn't for them. Like have y'all ever looked at like celebrities and be like, why? What? You got all that money and you ain't happy. You over there sad, crying. You got more problems than I do, and I'm broke. Because having all that money and still you not happy, that says a lot. Blink twice if you in danger. Cause like something got to be going on, y'all. Because people love to romanticize wealth without paying attention to what comes with it. So let's talk about it. Child, and let's start with Charles and Roy. Born into privilege, born into opportunity, born with resource many people pray for. And yet they still was lost, still reckless, still doing drugs, and still chasing a temporary high. Child, they was still hanging in places that didn't even match their level. I can't understand why they would be in that type of environment with all that money. Like, y'all see how Charles got robbed? Like, and I feel like that was on him because why is you hanging out in those places? You know dang on well that's not your environment. And the men in there was just plotting. The women too, because Roy was up in there too, lollygagging, cheating on his wife. Like, is y'all still? And then the daddy too. We ain't gonna leave the daddy out. Horace is not safe in this conversation because he was doing the same exact thing. Like, why y'all up in the club partying, lollygagging, looking for love in all the wrong places? Like, what are you doing? And that happens in real life too. Because if you don't heal internally, you can have every external advantage and still self destruct. Okay. Then you got Horace sitting on all that money, all that power, and all that influence, and still battling silently. I said his name right, Mother, just in case you're watching, because I know you is. Be your own mom checking you, start looking at your video, talking about, my mom is my biggest critic, y'all, for real. So you think you coming into my life and try to tell me about myself? Trust and believe that lady right there already told me. Okay. So, Mother, if you watching this, I said Horace. Is that right? Is that okay? Okay. Child, he had all that money. You wouldn't even thought he was a millionaire. He up in a club looking for a piece of booty, man, booty at that. Child, he still was dealing with sickness, still facing morality, but not realizing when life get real, money can't save everything, because there comes a point where your bank account can't negotiate with death. Okay? When they say when you die, you can't take it with you. True fact. In the afterlife, you don't need no money. Not the cost in the afterlife, baby. Everything is pretty much free. Depends on where your soul goes. In the afterlife, you're not rich. You're not poor. You just, you know. Your title can't stop the pain. Your possessions can't comfort your soul. And imagine carrying all that wealth while knowing you can't take none of it with you. The afterlife don't set payments, baby. Once you're gone, you're gone. Ain't nothing you can do with that money, okay? But to donate it. And if you want to donate it, I'm your girl. Donate it to me. I'm playing, y'all. I'm playing. I'm just joking. And that's heavy. Child, then you got the rest of the family. Broke in their own ways. Or just plain broke. Because for what we seen, they was broke. Some of them, yeah, most of them, all of them. The sad horrors. They were disconnected, hurting, manipulative, and empty. And pockets was empty. That what was empty. Because money may upgrade your surroundings, but it doesn't automatically upgrade your heart. That money can't fix that bad heart of yours. And that's the lesson so many people miss. Because money can buy you comfort, money can buy you convenience, money can buy you access, money can buy luxury, money can buy experience, but money can't buy peace, money can't buy genuine love, money can't buy emotional maturity, and money can't buy purpose. Okay, it's certain things money just can't get, especially happiness. Like that stuff have to come from within, and we witnessed that in this TV show. Okay, y'all. It had me thinking like, dang, I don't even want to be rich. If I'm gonna act like that, God keep it. Like for real, y'all. Like for real. Who you are as a person matters more. You feel me? If money is gonna change your heart, like you can keep that. You feel me? That's gonna if money gonna make me be different and act different, you can keep that, okay? Because I came in this world acting like Kiki Roman. I'ma leave this world. Kiki Roman. Yeah, I said it, y'all. Like, it's money ain't everything. Like, I see a lot of people with money and they sad, they upset, they killing themselves. Like, what is it? But what they say, money is the root to all evil, okay? And it definitely cannot fill a void that only God can fill. That's why so many people have millions and still feel miserable. I hate when people get famous and they think, oh, all my problems is gone. Baby, your problems just got bigger. Because as Biggie would say, what?
The more money you make, the more problems you get.
You thought your baby mama was going to act different because you got some money. Y'all seen Angel, when he got that money, he thought his baby mom was going to be like chilled and like she was going to be happy. She went crazier. She didn't even believe him. And then when she did believe him, she started tearing everything up. The girl didn't care. Why? Because money ain't gonna change nothing. Well, it just shows you how people still act. And then went into the club talking about, Angel, you didn't offer me nothing. Yes, he did, girl. As a baby mom, I'm not asking you where that money come from. Baby, hand it here, okay? Still have anxiety, still lonely, still numb, and still out here searching for something real. Because the issue was never the money. The issue was the emptiness underneath, the ugliness that's within. And let me be clear, there's nothing wrong with having money and wanting success. There's nothing wrong with building wealth. Wealth can bless your family, create freedom, open opportunities, and change generations. Having the money ain't wrong. I don't want nobody to think that, okay? You can have some money, all right, and live life. You acting like Roy and that Charles, somebody needs to take that money away, okay? You don't need it. Give it to somebody else that need it. Give it to the homeless. I bet they appreciate it. But money is a tool. It was never meant to be your identity. It was never meant to be your source of joy. It was never meant to replace healing. And it was never meant to replace God. When you get all that money, you can't be acting like you're supposed to be actually giving it all to God. Okay, you're supposed to be sitting, thanking God for that blessing and letting Him tell you how to use that money. I recently did the same thing, y'all. I came into some money, nothing big, nothing like I'm rich or anything, but just a little bit of money, and I asked God what to do with it. There's nothing wrong with that. I had to ask God, what you want me to do with this money? I ain't gonna tell y'all what He told me to do because it ain't none of y'all business. But just know your girl prayed about it, and once I prayed about it, God heard what I said, and He guided me. Okay, and that's with any money. Okay, because what I told y'all in the last video, if God can't trust you with just a little bit, you ain't getting the top tier. Okay, He gonna be like, baby, you're not ready. So I had to let God know I was ready. Okay, because if you trying to put something bigger in this bank account, I want to be ready. I want to be grateful. I want you to know, like, okay, I give her this. She gonna come to me. She gonna talk to me. We're gonna discuss what we gotta do. Because if your soul is broken, more money just give your broken soul with better furniture. If your mind is chaotic, more money just give chaos a nicer address. If your heart is empty, more money just gives emptiness designer labels. You can have a nasty attitude, you can have a broken heart, you can have a broken soul, you could be chaotic, you could be just the most terrible person in the world, just in a big house, just ignorant, riding around in the car, in the Benz. If y'all looking for money to change that part about you, baby, think again. That's why real happiness hits different. Real happiness comes from within. It comes from healing, comes from purpose, it comes from alignment, it comes from waking up and knowing who you are. It comes from peace money can't purchase. It comes from relationships that are genuine. And most importantly, it comes from knowing God. So you looking for that happiness, baby. Get into your Bible. That's where the happiness is at. It's within that. It's in with Jesus. That's where happiness is at. Not that printed paper with dead presidents on it. Now that you hearing it coming out my mouth, or now you hearing it in actual words, it makes sense, right? People go crazy over paper with dead people on it, with dead presidents. Guess who ain't dead? Jesus. He ain't dead. So why you can't put all of that energy into him, and you putting on paper with dead presidents on it? So yes, chase your goals, build wealth, get a bag, do all of the things, okay? But don't chase the money so hard that you neglect your spirit. In the words of my girl Diamond,
Make the money. Don't let it make you.
hey, you can learn a little bit from the Players Club, okay? I told you I catch the message and everything. Okay, don't let that money stress you out. Don't let that money change you. Don't let that money do the evil works. Don't become rich in possessions and bankrupt in peace. Don't gain status and lose yourself. And don't build an empire while your soul is collapsing. Because having everything and still feeling empty, now that's real poverty. See, I would rather be broke and happy than to have all that money and be sad. It's pointless. To me, it's real pointless. I know people be like, oh, honey, girl, I'll just cry in the mansion. For real. But some people are broke financially and others are broke emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. I'd rather be whole and building than rich and hollow. I feel like I am rich. You feel me? Like, it's not about having the money. Rich can mean anything. Very wealthy in here. Y'all thought I had some money. I don't got no money. Yeah, I'm wealthy. Yeah, I'm wealthy in here, in my spirit. So remember this, love. If this season has you focused on success, that's fine. Just make sure you're also focused on healing, focus on peace, and focus on becoming whole. Because if money comes before maturity, it can destroy you. When healing comes first, wealth becomes a blessing, not a burden. Clock that. Because, like I said, money ain't going to change nothing. Absolutely nothing. I wish it did. The only thing that's is going to change is your environment, your clothes, your hair. You might get a little nose job, a little lip job, a little boob job. God sent me here to let y'all know it don't work like that. Because money could be very tempting. Just talking about this makes me feel. But you got to bring that back. So you know I got a Bible verse for you. We in the book of Mark. Mark, where you at? What good is it for someone to gain the whole world, yet forfeit their soul? It's in the Bible. As my pastor would say, am I in the Bible? My loves, do y'all know what this means? You can have everything. You can have it all. You can have the moons, you can have the mountains, you can have the stars, and still lose yourself. Still be out here lost. You're supposed to be expecting nothing from this world, okay? Only thing we need to be seeking and looking for is the man upstairs. And like I said, I'm not talking to just y'all, I'm talking to myself too, because sometimes I get it mixed up. I'm human, okay? If I gotta snatch myself back and say, something don't seem right, I'm gonna snatch y'all too. This is my favorite part of the video, of course, is when you take my hand and say this affirmation with me. I will not chase things over peace. My happiness comes from within, not from what I have. So you feeling a little temptation, okay? You feeling that little greediness, even if you do have some money, or you is rich, or you just got a little something, you ain't living like how we all living out here. Say that to yourself. You have time to get it fixed, okay? You got time, hopefully, but make that time now. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you enjoyed this video today, make sure you pop, 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 tap that like button hard, okay? Put your whole finger on it and put your weight on it, okay? Get real heavy handed when you're pushing that like button, okay? If I said anything that hit home for you and you just want to let me know, like, girl, I feel your pain, comment below, okay? I keep trying to tell y'all, if y'all look at the comments, I talks back, okay? And if you definitely messing with your girl, make sure you subscribe to this Beauties and Breakthroughs TV, because it's only get better from here. Promise. Like, have I let y'all down yet? I hope I haven't. You have somebody that could definitely relate to this video, make sure you share it, all right? Share it on social media, share it phone to phone. You feel me? Send it to somebody that's, you know, that got some money. Okay, and tell them that Kiki Ramen sent you. Yeah, I'm here. Hello. You acting crazy? Let me fix you up. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Beauty and Breakthroughs TV. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.